After spending 1 year together with this personality, he was awarded with a scholarship to advance for his academic. And on getting into that university, everything had changed. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dechi Scholar, and today is the fourth episode of my relationship experience. So if you haven't subscribed, please kindly do so and hit the notification button so that I'll be the first person to get notified for my next episode coming up very soon. All right, let's get started. After spending a year with this personality, he was awarded with a scholarship to advance for his academic. And on reaching into the school, he got informed that he was supposed to pay for his acceptance fee by himself, which was worth of 80,000 naira. So he quickly called me that was the situation at hand. So I should please borrow him 40,000 naira to top up with the one he had so that he could be able to collect his acceptance fee and begin his registration. That when he start collecting NPAS stipend, he will pay me back. I said, okay. He knew I had this money because I was into business while in school. And the last financial budget I did, he helped me plan it. It was also a good pleasure for me to support his academic because I really needed his advancement. And at the same time, it was a huge sacrifice I needed to make because I had to pick this money out of the money I had saved that upon graduation, I could establish a mini business while waiting for my NYSC. Then, immediately, this guy got into that university, everything had changed. I would call him most times he would be like, I'm busy with academic, I had load of work, like he was always busy. Then there was this day he came over to my university for the Empire documentation. So he was like, he wasn't coping with this distant relationship. Then I was like, it's not my fault too, because I was still in school. Then I think I was in my 400 level. So I wouldn't leave my school to go and meet him where he was. Then when he got back to his own uni, the situation got worse. I could call this personality. He won't pick, neither would he return the call. Most of the time, it will take him 3 days to return the call. So there was this day I complained to him that I will call him, he won't pick, neither would he return the call immediately. So he was like, it wasn't what I was thinking. He was just focusing on God and his academic. I kept quiet. Within me, I was like, so I don't matter any longer or what? So there was this particular day, and I decided that if I called him and he didn't pick, neither did he return this call, I'm not going to call him any longer. Like joke. I called, he didn't pick, and he didn't return this call. So I was like waiting for him for his normal 3 days, 4 days to return the call. 3 days has gone. I didn't see any call. 1 week has passed, no call. I was already boring within me. 2 weeks, no call. At this juncture, I knew that I needed help, that I needed to talk to someone. So I quickly ran to the church and I met our youth pastor. I narrated the whole situation to him. So he was so angry. He was like, was he the only person in that school on scholarship? Yet they still spoke to their loved ones. So he was like, he was the one that was supposed to take responsibility in calling, in texting, and in visiting. In fact, I shouldn't call him any longer. I should never call him again. That God will bring a better person for me. I shouldn't call who I wanted to get married to. It was a tough one. Whom God was leading me to get married to. The pastor said, no, it wasn't God. It was the devil. However, he tried convincing me never to call him any longer. Wow. I quickly ran back home. I cried, and I cried. 2 months has passed, no call. 3 months, no call. I was in this situation. I asked so many questions. Like, I needed to talk to someone else. I ran back to my friend's place at this juncture. I narrated the situation to her, and she was like, yes, I shouldn't call back because it was the same thing her boyfriend did to her. So there is no need, I shouldn't call back. It got worse. I was already dying. I was depressed. I lose my humanity. I can't even know the adjective to describe how I was feeling then or how I felt. I could be in the midst of human beings, but I felt I wasn't a human. I could be talking to people, but my mind is somewhere. Woo, it was a tough one. And this lasted for over a year. And one worst thing was, this personality was calling people in my unit. How do I know? There was this guy, they served together, and they had this empire together. And there was this day, we were coming back from the church. Then he asked me, because we were known, he asked me that, have I heard from you? I said, yes, he's fine. So he told me, when they spoke yesterday, I was like, wow, really? So he was actually calling people at my uni, but he couldn't one day pick up his phone and said, hello, how are you doing? And I could remember also, there was this particular day that one of our escorts in the fellowship came and was like, he spoke to him yesterday, and when he asked after me, he said we haven't spoken for long. So that was why he came to verify. So I told him, I don't know, because since he got to that university, he has totally changed. He has been busy. So I told him that was the situation. So, and this personality was to me like the Isaac in the Bible. He was the only one in my life. I so much trusted him. It was someone people could give good reports on. It was someone we had planned together. Like, I couldn't imagine all this happening. That was when I knew what my mom actually went through in her marriage. I could remember when she would call me, and tell me the story. I would be like, mom, is it only you that have gone through this thing? You kept saying this, you kept saying this. Not until I was into it that I knew what he went through over 10 years, 10 good years in her husband's house. If you have not gone through any situation and someone is telling you, you won't understand the gravity. until you have been into it. I could remember there was an exam in my 400 level, second semester, I almost missed. And this was a 3 credit load. I had read for this paper, then I was supposed to have this paper in the morning. So I was like recapping. Before you know, I went up. While my mates were busy writing exam in the hall. As God will have it, my friends searched for me and couldn't see me in the hall and decided to take excuse and contacted me. That scholar, where are you? It was from the sound of a phone that I jack up. We are in the exam. Please start running from where you are. Before I could reach the hall, my mates have already gone far. We are less than an hour to complete that paper. But to God be the glory. When the paper came out, I got a B. People kept asking me about this personality because we are well known. I would be like, he's fine, he's fine, he's fine, he's fine. Why everything was not fine? Upon my graduation, my mates were rejoicing while I was in deep pain. I was getting slimmer every day. I was drying every day. It was tough. It was really tough. It was really tough. Remember, this personality I was dying for was busy enjoying in school, in the university. He was doing fine. Ladies, I want to talk to you. Yes. If you see these relationship counselors emphasizing on a point, know that it's not excitement, neither is it motivation. It is reality. It is reality. A man should have someone he listens to. Yes, very well. If you are in that relationship and that man hasn't gotten anyone or is not having someone in his life he respects and listens to, it's disastrous. Let him find one first. Yes, this will save you from a lot of trouble. Yes. Now, assuming this personality had someone he listens to, I wouldn't have run to the pastor. I am not trying to say pastor's advice was not good. All I'm trying to say, maybe his mentor's advice would have been better because he would have taken a better approach. Maybe he would have called him to first of all know what was going wrong. Perhaps the problem might have been resolved. He wouldn't have said, never call him under the expense of my emotion and my entire being, my entire health. I believe that he wouldn't have done so. So it is very paramount that a man is accountable, is found accountable. Rather, accountability is not weakness. Please, I will advise every lady watching me right now that you should marry a man that is accountable. Let that man have someone he listens to. It can come from his field, from academics, from his business. A man It can come from anywhere, but let there be a man he listens to. Please, this is not a joke, because it will save you from a whole lot of problem. Yes, exactly. You wouldn't like to go through what I went through. Yes. Now, God looked up for someone greater than him that he could swear to. But when he found no one, he swore by himself. In the same vein, men looked up to people that are greater than them that they can listen to. And when there is no such a man, it makes them misbehave. Exactly. I would like to stop here for today. Let me know what you have to say concerning this video. And if you haven't subscribed, kindly do so. Hit the notification button so that you'll be the first person to see my newly episode whenever I upload. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you in my next video. Bye.